Rex? What's going on, Rex? Rex is just running around. I wonder if... oh, no, the king is upstairs. Oh, no. I'm gonna have to intrude. If you know what I mean. Hey, excuse me. Hi.
The king promised to take us out tonight. I simply adore going to the tops.
Well, you're not doing that. There's been a shootout and whatnot. I kind of wanted to...
Personal space meaning anything to you guys?
Absolutely not.
Wrangler tonight.
Nah, I'm gonna chill with my girl.
I'll see you later.
I don't know what who he's talking to, but he's gonna chill with his girl.
Hi.
Going to the Wrangler tonight?
Where else?
Rex just came here to hang out with the king. He's a good boy.
I heard all about what happened. Maybe it's time for a little more talking and a little less fighting. You've helped us plenty, so I'll tell you what. Just this once, aim whatever you want, and if I can make it happen, it's done. Don't rush it, though. Toss it around in your head a little. You only get one favor from the king.
Really? I can't turn your... I want you to turn off all the radios in this town, so I don't have to contend with YouTube copyright strikes. So, nothing but a hound dog to take Rex to Dr. Henry in Jacobstown. Now, where is Jacobstown? It's over there. Okay, let's not do that. Let's stick to the main mission. Deliver Crimson Caravan invoice. That's not the main mission. And it's actually, we do need to go to Camp McCarran, but I think we're going to need to exit the city for that. We also need to find Victor. He said to find him when we reach New Vegas. So if we are going into the city, which we can go, or actually, rather than into the city, I mean, if we're going into the Strip, which we can do, because we have a fake passport, then I would say... I probably am good for this. I probably am good to talk to Victor about it. These are all Victors as well. Yeah.
Submit to a credit check or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot.
They will indeed. I got a passport.
Thank you, sir. You may proceed.
Do I lose it? I don't lose the passport. Is somebody coming in to die? Man, this is like a proper checkpoint in here. And here we are. In the Strip. People throwing up.
Howdy, partner. You've come for a piece, haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas.
And Victor is here. What are you doing here?
Consider me your personal welcome wagon. Now hear this. The head honcho of New Vegas, Mr. House, is itching to make your acquaintance. Just head for the Lucky 38. It's the big old tower shaped like a roulette spinner.
Well, I'll be damned. The house always wins. 1. Why is the robot passing on his invitation?
Well, now, it was Mr. House who made Securitrons like me. Seems the least I could do is pass on his message. Don't dawdle. He'll be waiting.
Last 5 shots were a bad idea.
Yeah.
Going to have words with your commanding officer after this.
Why do they call it a monorail? It's a train. Train.
We haven't seen the monorail yet.
We leaving already?
My God. Okay, people are spawning and whatnot. It's just gamblers. The Lucky 38. That's the big tower over there. And it's also based on the real-life casino of Howard Hughes. I'm not sure if it still exists, the tower. Or the casino, or for that matter. Because Howard Hughes disappeared in the 1950s. I think he died, basically, in the 1950s. And he had a courier do his work. And that's where Mr. House is based off of.
I got pressure in me like Hoover Dam.
We might actually see some pictures of him in there.
Stand tall and walk straight. You idiot.
This is the Gamora. That is the tops. Wait a minute. Do I need to go in? Wait, that's another part of the strip. Yeah, we're gonna wait a little bit for that. The Lucky 38. The place where there's nobody in there except the robots, as we heard before.
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again. Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on.
Thank you, Victor.
I see you brought some friends. Sorry, partner, but they're gonna have to stay outside.
No problem. I'll head up by myself.
Come back soon now.
Right. Well, Veronica, I need you to wait here. Maybe? No, they're already waiting. I think. Yeah. Okay, you guys wait here. I'll be right back. I hope I'll be able to still deal with Benny. The Lucky 38. Let's find out how this goes, because I don't remember this very well. Well, it's a lot more quiet in here. That's for damn sure. We got check-ins on both sides. Excuse me. You're just a Securitron Mark 1. I didn't notice if there were Mark 2s elsewhere. Oh, it's Victor. Are you Victor or are you a Victor?
Where to, partner?
Oh, no, I think it's Victor. Stay here. So you can go to the Penthouse. There's also a companion dismissal terminal, not the first one we find. And of course the rest of the casino. Las Vegas Review. Winner, hottest stables in town, Lucky 38 Las Vegas. September 23rd, 2066. Local strikes it rich. Vegas's new hotel shines. Electricity solutions discovered. This is really spooky. Some Nuka-Cola. Southwest Courier. Sorry. Grand opening Lucky 38 Hotel. A legacy starts. Lucky 38 Hotel ribbon is cut. Citizens worried about the electricity shortage. President promises solution within 1 year. Gomorrah Hotel still popular. Got a lot of Sunset Sarsaparilla in here. And golden gloves. And boxing times back there. What is the golden gloves? What are rather? They inflict fatigue damage. They're pretty good. They're very good. But I don't think I need fatigue damage, because I have a thing that makes me have a chance of knocking people out, or down rather than out. I think I'm pretty good on that. But these are unique weapons. Oh yeah, and I can mod them as well. They're probably equivalent to the normal boxing gloves. We got a computer up here. It's hard. Leave. What? My skill is 55. I might have a magazine that allows me to... Programmer's Digest. Yeah, let's find out what that is. Yeah, it doesn't do anything, so I can't unlock it. I guess that's it. Let's go. Oh, I can't go through here.
Where to, partner?
To the penthouse.
Penthouse floor.
We got a few victors up in here. Hi, Jane.
Well, hello, Sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office.
Who are you?
I'm Jane, one of Mr. House's girls. We keep him entertained. We don't get many guests lately. Perhaps we can entertain you as well.
I believe she's also a reference to a real-life person, but I don't remember the name of that person, but that is also related to Howard Hughes. I'm not sure if it's one of his favorite actresses, or... Because I know Marilyn Monroe is one of his favorite actresses, but I believe Jane is another one as well. And I don't know, it's not even remember, because I didn't grow up watching 50s movies. But it's Jane, some other name. Maybe she's gonna tell us. What can you tell me about New Vegas?
Oh, there's lots of things to tell, I'm sure. There's the 3 families, the casinos, the other attractions. What would you like to know?
The 3 families?
They're just new money, Sugar. They might pretend they're sophisticated, but between you and me, they're not far off from tribals. Emeritus especially are just awful brutes. The chairman and the White Glove Society at least pretend to have some culture.
Oh no. I remember the White Glove Society. Now, of course, our character doesn't know, but we'll find out. We'll find out. Tell me about the casinos.
Well, of course, there used to be a lot more of them. But these days, there are 3 open to the public. The Tops, the Ultra Lukes, and Gomorrah. And the Lucky 38, of course. But we're not open to the public. You're a special case, Sugar.
You're a special case, Sugar. Tell me about the other attractions.
Well, let's see. The NCR has an embassy here. But why you'd want to go talk to a bunch of boring old politicians, I surely don't know. Oh, and the Vault 21 Hotel and Gift Shop has an adorable collection of old Vault-Tec memorabilia. And I suppose if you like neon signs, you might check out Michelangelo's sign shop.
I don't believe embassies have politicians in them. Ambassadors are diplomats. They're not politicians. As in, a politician is accountable to the public. An ambassador is accountable to the government. And of course, there's some overlap to a certain extent, but so is there for, like, police officers. There's also some overlap for that. You don't say the police officer is a politician. Let's talk about something else.
Anything you like, Sugar.
Can you tell me about Mr. House?
Why, Sugar, he's the maximum utmost. If it weren't for Mr. House, we wouldn't have this fabulous wonderland of New Vegas, would we?
I didn't realize robots could have such strong feelings about people.
Sugar, I may be a robot on the outside, but on the inside, my neurocomputational matrix is an exact copy of Mr. House's favorite girl.
So you're a copy of a dead woman? What exactly do you do for Mr. House?
Mr. House has a lot of needs, Sugar. I take care of all of them, and a lady doesn't kiss and tell.
Of course, sounds like you're pretty fond of him.
Well, of course I am, silly. Mr. House is just the smartest, most wonderful man there ever was. Why, did you know he single-handedly reclaimed New Vegas from all those nasty tribes that used to live here? Well, he single-handedly sent in his Securitrons to do it, but that counts in my book.
Let's talk about something else.
Anything you like, Sugar.
What is this place?
This is the Lucky 38 Resort and Casino, or it used to be. Mr. House has kept the place locked up tight for ages now. Nobody comes in or out.
What kind of robots are you?
Why, I'm a Robco PDQ 88B Mark I Securitron, you silly goose. We're the finest in personal civil robotic security on the market.
Security? What's with the snow globe collection?
Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes. If you happen to find any out in the wasteland, you can bring them to me, and I'll add them to his collection. You'll get a reward, of course. In fact, One of Mr. House's favorites went missing when we moved the collection. If you have a look around the Lucky 38, you might even find it.
I might. I've got some snow globes for Mr. House's collection.
You do? Why, that's just wonderful. I'll take them and put them with the rest of the collection.
That sounds good. I'll see if I can find the other one. Is that Marilyn Monroe? No.
Come now. Don't keep me waiting.
I mean, are you?
Welcome to the Vegas Strip.
No, these are just security robots. And that's Mr. House right there. I'll be down in a moment. Oh, there's more of these. They don't seem to be functional. A Nuka-Cola one. I think that's a relic from Fallout 3. I think there's a Nuka-Cola factory in Fallout 3. And they in Fallout 3 they have a bunch of these robots all over the place. That's most of what you fight is those robots. And ooh, pre-war money, I'll take that. And this is a bedroom. It's a pretty cool view, I would think. We're very high up.
Come over and introduce yourself.
I'll be right down. That's Dr. House. No, not Dr. House. Mr. House. Talking.
Hello.
Hello. So you're the one who was saying that. Well, here we are at last.
This meeting has been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long ways, literally, and I suspect figuratively as well. I have to ask, now that you've reached your destination, what do you make of what you see?
I've never seen anything like this place.
Of course you haven't. Vegas always was one of a kind. What you see down on the Strip is just a fraction of the city's former glory, and yet, more than an echo, I preserved its spirit. Or perhaps you were referring to the Lucky 38? The years haven't been kind to her, but still she manages to impress.
Why the VIP treatment? I'm just a courier.
Oh, don't be coy. You've been playing a high-stakes game ever since Victor dug you out of the ground. Don't be afraid to admit it.
Let's get down to business then.
The business is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of extraordinary value from me, and I want it recovered. Simple enough.
What do you propose?
My only concern is the recovery of the platinum chip. What happens to Benny, I leave to your discretion. When you bring the chip to me, I will pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that?
I have a few questions before I decide.
What did you wish to know?
Tell me your terms again.
As I said before, Benny's fate is yours to decide. Once you've delivered the chip, I will pay you the amount agreed upon.
I accept your terms.
Well enough. Return to me when you have the platinum chip in your possession. Any final matters for us to discuss?
Yes, I have some questions.
What else did you want to know?
How do I get to Benny?
It won't be easy. Benny is always surrounded by at least 4 bodyguards, except when he's in his private suite on the 13th floor of the Tops.
The chairmen are your employees, don't they take orders?
It's more complicated than that. The chairmen share what you might call a tribal affinity. Look for a man named Swank, Benny's second in command. He's always been a reliable, if unimaginative, employee. Do your best to convince him that you're working under my auspices. If you have evidence of Benny's crimes, show it to him.
Why can't you be the one to tell Swank, or whatever his name is?
By contract, Securitrons are to enter the casinos only when invited by the three families, or if other extraordinary circumstances arise. The moment I send one into the tops, Benny will know I'm on to him.
Say I want to take a diplomatic approach?
If you were to approach Benny in public, you might be able to leverage his fear of exposure to make him agree to meet with you in private.
Any ideas on how I could catch him off guard?
Sneaking into Benny's suite on the 13th floor would be very difficult, but not impossible. There might be guards. Certainly there'd be a sturdy lock on his front door.
Let's talk about something else.
What else did you want to know?
Tell me about Benny.
Benny has led the chairman ever since I recruited his tribe 7 years ago. Until his recent misbehavior, I'd planned to make him my protege. Maybe if I'd begun grooming him sooner, none of this would have happened.
What use would you have for a protege?
To achieve my aims, I require a capable human agent to perform certain tasks. I knew Benny was ambitious, even ruthless, but I believed he would do the job so long as he was incentivized appropriately. Obviously, I miscalculated his drive for supremacy, but in any case, you've come along. A more than suitable replacement.
A more than suitable replacement. Why did Benny betray you?
I have to think that he found out about the platinum chip and mistakenly convinced himself that he could use it to his own ends. One of the problems of a tribal workforce, I'm afraid. No intuitive understanding of how complex technologies can be.
Why didn't you intervene sooner when Benny ambushed me?
Why didn't Victor intervene sooner, you mean? Good Springs is a bit too far away for me to reliably control a Securitron agent by remote. I can send and receive packets of data at best. Victor's combat algorithms determine the proper course of action. Benny and his thugs were more than a match for a lone Securitron. When he alerted me, I instructed him to approach the site after Benny and the others had departed.
That's fair enough.
What else did you want to know?
What is the platinum chip?
It's a very special item. There's nothing else like it in the entire world. It was lost a long time and difficult to find. That's all you need to know about it for this stage of our enterprise. Fulfill your contract, deliver the chip, and good things will come your way.
I might be able to pass that. I'll be right back.
What else did you want to know?
No, I'll be right back.
Well enough. Be on your way.
Hopefully I'll be able to talk to him again.
What floor, partner? Casino floor?
So it's speech that I need. I have some speech pants around here. Or speech hat. Probably for the best.
Hey, you there. I have a message for you. It's from Ambassador Crocker. Very important. Here you go.
What? I am just down here to trade. Where's Veronica? Oh, she's down here. Yeah, I'll look into that message in a little bit. Eddie, give me my speech pants. Ooh, naughty nightwear. That's what I'm talking about. And now I can ask him. The more I know about the chip, the easier I can find it.
You might keep an eye out for any computers that Benny's been using. Maybe even a computer lab of some sort.
That's not a whole lot there. But he does tell us that the chip is related to some computers, perhaps. I have a right to know more.
That's simply not true. I am the only person to hold any rights pertaining to the chip. I designed it, and I paid for it dearly. To develop that chip, I spent a sum of US dollars, not the bottle caps that pass as currency these days, but a sum beyond counting. For decades, I paid salvagers to comb the ruins for it. And when it was finally discovered, tens of thousands of caps spent to have it brought here. We know how that turned out. Complete your contract, and it will be the last time I pay for the chip. Save your questions for then.
I think I'll ask more questions. If the chip's so valuable, why use a single courier to transport it?
You realize you were just one of many couriers. The rest of them dummies, so to speak. Add to that many thousands of caps worth of mercenary protection to screen your avenue of approach. Had I used an armed caravan to transport the chip, I might as well have been announcing to the world, "This is important. Attack this." I didn't want to attract the attention of groups like the Great Khans or the Brotherhood of Steel. Alas, the real threat was closer to home.
It's interesting because I'm pretty sure all the other couriers got killed as well. So while we weren't a group, we were a group in name, and all of us got killed, including me. Why don't you send your robots into the tops to arrest Benny?
Frontal assaults on casinos? Not good for business. In any case, Benny would see it coming, and all he'd have to do is hold the chip up and point a pistol at it. Our foremost advantage is that Benny doesn't know that I know he has the chip. Let's not squander it.
Who exactly are you, Mr. House?
I am Robert Edwin House, President, CEO, and sole proprietor of the New Vegas Strip. I oversaw the city's renovations starting from 2274 onward. The 3 families are my employees. Before the Great War of 2077, I was the founder, president, and CEO of Robco Industries, a vast computer and robotics corporation.
How did you establish New Vegas?
We can discuss this in greater detail at another time. Suffice it to say that when my Securitrons detected NCR scouts at Hoover Dam, I took action. I recruited a tribal force to supplement my Securitrons and renovated the Strip just in time to welcome the NCR as it marched into the region. Instead of war, a treaty was negotiated, and the money started to pour in.
You appear to be a computer, though, not a man. Even though this is very naive for me to say, because I, Colonel RPG, have, for the whole duration of this game, actually been talking to a computer. And I am talking to a computer right now. Even though I assume there are people on the other side. So why isn't this person also? Either way, the point is, it's a weird thing to say. And maybe one of the few things that made me not side with Mr. House the first time I played this game through to the end. But let's say it nonetheless.
Don't let the video screens and computer terminals fool you. I'm flesh and blood, not silicon.
The lifespan you're claiming, though, because of the 2077, is impossible. Except for ghouls and super mutants.
I see you've made a study of the topic. My knowledge of the science of longevity would fill several textbooks. Perhaps after a decade or two of economic reconstruction, I can commercialize these technologies and offer them to others, such as yourself.
How have you stayed alive all this time?
Let's just say it was very costly. But I was willing to make the sacrifices longevity entailed, financial and otherwise.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
What else did you want to know?
Tell me about the factions vying for New Vegas.
It's understandable that you'd be curious about this topic, but we'll hold off until the platinum chip has been recovered. What else did you want to know?
Nothing.
Well enough. Be on your way.
Look at me, looking good. Is Marilyn around? Actually, that's a serious question.
This is a restricted area. Step away immediately.
Oh no. Well, she very well might be. Don't kill me. I'm a friend.